Hi, I apologize for not getting a video up last week. I am still in Montana. In case you can't tell, I sound kind of crappy because I have actually been sick the last 3-4 days. So even my good intentions at getting a video up at the end of the week didn't come to fruition, and I apologize. Still here in Montana. Had a busy week last week, did some interviews, held quite a bit of schoolwork, getting ready to head out the door down to the library. I've got a bunch of anthropology to do. Spanish class starts on Monday. So as of today, I've got 2 classes. I'm working through my second phase of my composition class. And then I've got the physical anthropology class, which is kind of interesting. There's no real textbook on that. And I'm finding that that class has some historical pieces to it that are making it very interesting for me. My Spanish class starts on Monday, so that'll be 3 classes I've got. And really, for the most part, no real grades have been posted in my English class. I don't even know what I got on my first essay turned in. So, yeah, I have an A in there right now, but that's just for the basic stuff that everybody should have an A right now. That's how I look at it. Interviews went pretty well. I actually opted not to do one. I haven't worked in a very long time or had to I haven't actually had to interview in a long time. So it's been sort of an educational process. But one of the things that's happened up here that has sort of got me, reminding me that it isn't a full-time job I really want, is that I've been able to hone in on some of my writing again. I've got all these projects started at home that I'll pick it up for a while and set it down. I've got one in particular that's been sitting for probably 2 years now. I think my family probably thinks I abandoned it, but I have not. And as a matter of fact, in my over-the-counter drug-induced fuzz last night, I actually was able to work on the outline, and I think the original direction of that book or story has now changed, and I've got some hard things I want to get working on. Also last week, in between interviews, I was sitting and doing some writing and hammered out another outline on a totally different project. So it kind of keeps reminding me and helping me focus in on, I still want a really different life than the one I've had. There are certain things that I'm still stressing about, finances and, being able to pay my own way, even if I have a place to live. So one of the things I've discovered in this last week being up here is just that there is absolutely, I think for me, while I've interviewed for full-time jobs, I've interviewed for full-time jobs that I feel could still work with school as full-time as I can get, which is taking on a lot, actually, to try to do both. I really need to be living in a market area where there's more of a possibility for temp work, back office part-time work, and that really kind of takes it out of this market. This is too small a market for me to have those options here. The other thing, too, is I like getting out of the house, so having something that I'm committed to, whether it's 2 days a week or 3 days a week or 2 hours a day or 3 hours a day, whatever that might be, it helps get me out of the house. I'm really missing not having my dog Jake to go on walks, and I'm feeling stagnant in quite a few areas of my life by being here. But make no mistake, I'm glad I came up here because I think this is all part of my own journey and my own process to figure out how to make school work. And that's what this is all about, is how do I make school work? I do not have the money to go to school full-time in January, but I think if I can live in a market where I've got some, good employment prospects, part-time or temporary, I've got pretty much a free place to live, and, I'll be able to eke out enough to continue to take at least 2 or 3 classes through spring with the intent that by summer session, maybe I actually can do full-time. We'll just have to see. I'm going to leave here next week. I'm going back to Georgia for the month of October, and then I've decided to go to Phoenix probably through the end of the year. I may go to Georgia for Christmas. We just have to see if I still have free airfare or what my financial situation is at that time. But I have a place there, I have a very dear friend that's got me all hooked up in her place for a couple of months and has actually said I can stay as long as I need to. The fact that she lives in the Phoenix market, and I know several other women that I grew up with and have a long history with that live in that area, just means that I have an additional network of friends besides Melissa. So really looking forward to, I think by the time I go there, all my stuff will be in storage in Georgia. I won't have this additional overhead. I'm still trying to find a way to pay. And that'll help me settle into a routine there. She's got the gym handy. I'm still going to miss Jake like crazy. But I am waking up every day in the last few days since I've been here in Montana, realizing that I think that actually is probably the best decision for now. I'd still tossing around thinking about coming up here in the spring again. But we'll just see. We'll see. I don't know. I overanalyze everything to death, in case you already haven't figured out by the videos. So to backtrack, school's going pretty well. I only wanted to get this up today to show you I am still here and alive. I am still on the mission. I've actually found some great articles that I want to get posted out here to the Facebook. I also this coming week, I'm going to be working on the website because we have our launch date of January, so I'm running out of time to do that. So just a lot of going on, a lot of moving parts, and mostly just to let you know I'm alive and well and didn't post a video, and I'm sorry. Couldn't talk. But you all have a wonderful week. I will try very hard to make sure before the week is out that I post another video, because I think that it's important to have one or two out there every week, either to have a topic about something or to at least say, hey, I'm still here. This is what I've been doing. Maybe interesting that day, maybe not. So y'all have a wonderful Monday. Have a great week. Again, don't forget, if you've got comments about ideas for education, or you run across an article about anything that has to do with women and going back to school, how to pay for it, housing, good school that you ran across, you saw an article while you were reading CNN about something, something wonderful, please feel free to either ping me on the Facebook or to make a comment with a link so I can capture the article. I mean, we definitely want those up here, up on the Facebook page and eventually on the website. So the more resources, the better. So have a wonderful day, and thanks for hanging in there with me. And we got this, you and me. We're going to figure it out. I'm going to figure it out and then help you as much as I can. So have a great day. Bye.